Welcome to this week's edition of What's in a Word. This week, the word is possibilities. Now, there's 13 letters in this word, so let's get going. P. I'm just kidding. I'm really not going to do the acronym thing this week because that's a lot of letters. But it's even cooler because I get to talk about how this whole weekly progression led to right now. We talked about peace, and then love, and then joy, and it ends in possibilities. And when we look back at what I talked about, it works out fantastically. So the first week was peace. We talked about perfection and how there is no such thing as actual perfection because you could find a flaw in anything. And that is actually means everything is perfectly imperfect. And that is perfection. So really you can do no wrong. The second letter was E for eternity. I asked, what's going to matter about me in a million years from now? And the answer was nothing. And that's liberating, meaning that we can really just do whatever we want and we don't have to put so much thought about what others are going to think. We talked about C for choice, which that'll come in here in a little bit. Now the next week we talked about love, how it is the force of the entire universe. It's what makes it all work, makes it stay together, and it's a powerful energy of all that is. And it's the only thing of value. It's the only thing that we take with us when we leave with this consciousness out of here. So it's important to follow things that lead us towards more of that, and it actually is the power behind us if we have our intentions set correctly. And then the next week we talked about joy. We talked about the juxtaposition of how joy is different than happiness, as it's more about a presence and an awareness and an appreciation of everything. Because life is full of emotions and experiences, and that broad spectrum, if you can learn how to cultivate that appreciation for it all within you, that's where you find your joy for all that is. Now, all that put together means the possibilities are endless. What would you do if success was guaranteed? What would you do if everybody that you saw enjoyed what you did? What would you do if you could have your wildest dreams? So now here's the thing. I want you to close your eyes for a second. Take a deep breath. Go within. If you were guaranteed to enjoy and to succeed at anything, at any endeavor, it could be a job, it can be a hobby, it can be a random act of kindness. What is your soul right now telling you that you should try? All right, now I know there's something. What is it? I want to encourage you to take one step in the direction of whatever that is. Maybe the first step is to just Google how to begin doing blah, blah, blah. Whatever it is, try something. You have the power of the universe behind you. Imagine that there is nothing you could do wrong. Imagine that there is no judgment from anybody else that could harm you. I want you to understand that that desire within you is consciousness itself coming through you because you are uniquely equipped to provide that experience to consciousness. That's why you have that desire there. So remember, I am a reflection of you. That's why I'm here right now, is to speak to you to help you follow your bliss. That's what it's all about. So everything else, if you just imagine for a second, with your eyes closed perhaps, just imagine that everything else falls aside and all that exists is you. And then realize that's the truth. Everything out here, it's all the mirror. It's all the reflection. So I want to really inspire you to take a choice. Make a choice. That one goes back to the C from the first week. Your choice of what you do moving forward is powerful. Just take one step and then see what the next step is. And that's the experience. It's not about getting to that destiny. It's about following those steps, the journey. It is what it's all about. Enjoy the ride. Possibilities are endless.